Okay guys, real quick, I want to go over the skills that we are going to learn today. Remember, we're doing a unit on just kind of being ready for Module 2 and Module 3, and these are the things that we need to be really good at. Maybe I'll get you a copy of this checklist so you can also know what to expect. But today we're going to be working on 8 and 11. So 8 is write the equation of a linear function. If you're given coordinates of 2 points on a line, or if you're given the slope and 1 point on a line. And 11, we're going to convert between slope-intercept, point slope, and standard form of linear equations. That's what we're doing today. Let's start with writing the equation of a line given 2 points. So I'll just jump in. Let's see here. I want to choose one that has some negative numbers. Let's go all the way down, and I'll do like 11 for you, okay? So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the slope. So remember, the y's are on top. So I'm going to call these over here like the 2's, and then the 1's, and then these will be the 1's. So the formula is y2, which is negative 5, minus y1, so it'd be minus a minus 3, which is actually plus 3, over x2 minus x1, which is nothing. And that is going to leave us with negative 2 over negative 5. Ooh, this is kind of an uglier one. Okay, and a negative divided by a negative is a positive. And we now know that m is equal to 2/5. So the equation of this line, this one's actually going to be kind of easier, but I can already spot b, the y-intercept, right here, actually. So maybe this wasn't the best one for me to choose, because I can already tell that the equation is y equals 2/5 x minus 3. But when it's not plainly given to you like that, you can use either of the 2 points to help you. So for the second part, let's focus right here. And I'm going to plug in these points and solve for b just to prove that it is in fact 0. So negative 5 and negative 5, I would go y, which is negative 5, was equal to m, which is 2/5, times x, which is negative 5, plus b. And then all we have to do is solve that equation for b. So we'd have negative 5 is equal to, let's see, 2/5 times negative 5 is, that would be negative 2 plus b. And then we would add 2 to both sides, and we would get b is equal to negative 3. And the y-intercept is negative 3, just as we said before. So the answer for 11 is y is equal to 2/5 x minus 3. Okay, so that's how you want to do those ones. Choose either point, get the slope, plug it in, and figure out what b is. Okay, let's go quickly to standard form. So standard form, first of all, let me pull it up here. Standard form, I just Googled it here. So these are actually all the forms that we're going to be working with in this chapter. We have slope-intercept form. And then standard form is ax plus by is equal to c, where a has to be positive. I would write that down right now, actually. They cannot be fractions or decimals. They can only be integers. And they can't both be 0. So let's take a look here at, let's quickly do, let's see what would be a good one. Let's quickly do number 4. So the first thing that I like to do is make them all whole numbers. And this is kind of why we started working with Fraction Busters yesterday. So out of these 3 denominators, I can see that the common denominator is 12. So I'm going to rewrite this equation all over 12. Okay, so to make what would equal y in twelfths would be 12y over 12. This one's already in twelfths, and then this would be 9/12. So we get to bust the fraction now, and 12y is equal to 7x plus 9. And then what we want to do is we would subtract 7x, because remember the form that we're looking for is ax plus by is equal to c, and this has to be positive. Here we go. So I would subtract 7x from both sides, giving me negative 7x plus 12y is equal to 9. Now if you left it like this on a test, you're pretty close to the answer, but I might mark off a half because a has to be positive. So in order to make a positive, we could multiply the entire equation by negative 1. And that would give you 7x minus 12y is equal to negative 9. And this is your final answer.